She's the big little person back there. Hi, Anaya. Part of your ticket price tonight is food and beverage. So I'm your bartender. I'll be traveling around. If you would like beer, a glass of wine, water, we have some sparkling water as well. Let me know. Fix you up. Are you guys taking a break at all, or is this one shot?
I'm not sure.
20-minute set? Is this a Bruce Springsteen show? Is this?
Yeah.
I did one of those once, remember?
Yeah.
Boy, that wasn't easy.
Okay, so I'll just kind of, just flag you down if you're looking for something. There's also pizza, so we'll have that as well. This is really a very cool idea. Hats off to these gentlemen for doing this. Who does this kind of thing? Tells the story live, records it, and makes a live album. You guys really should be applauded. Blazing Trails here in Sioux. And Lynn, are you participating tonight as well?
I'm helping Brian out, yes.
Yeah, you're gonna do some vocal work? Beautiful. So, lovely Lynn, we're just gonna go with Lynn, and she's gonna join in as well. So folks.
Don't remember my last name.
Yeah, it's Lynn Tremblay.
Soon to be.
The easy way. Okay, let's welcome to the stage then, folks. Enjoy this amazing and very unique show. We have Michael Haggith and Brian Tremblay, face to face.
Thanks, folks. We're gonna let Mike start off the show, but I want to say thank you all much for coming right now.
Marty, don't block the camera.
Now, I would like to start with the land acknowledgement, please, and then we would like to acknowledge that we are on Robinson Huron Treaty territory, and the land on which we are gathered is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, specifically the Garden River and Batchewana First Nations, as well as the Métis people. So I wanted to get that started because I think that's very important. We do that all the time. And thank you all for coming. There's going to be as much talking as there's going to be as much singing, but I guarantee you the stories are going to be fun and interesting. And we're just going to take it from there. Mike's going to kick things off, and it goes something like this.
Hi,
Hi, Mike.
my name's Mike, and I'm a songwriter.
Hi.
There you go. Yeah. That's right. I am in a group on Facebook called Songwriters Anonymous. And yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah. So that is pretty fun. So I'm gonna open with that. So I gotta go first, man. That sucks. I lost the coin toss in the back, and so now I'm here. All right. Well, so how about I start us off with a certain song that a lot of you know very, very well, because it's one of those songs that everybody seems to associate with me these days, and that's totally fine by me. This is one of my proudest works, actually. I wrote this song a number of years ago when I was living in Thompson, Manitoba, and I was in a previous relationship, and I just kind of had like just an overall sort of sense of unfulfillment with a lot of things in my life, and I was just kind of looking out the window going, this is nice, but is this it? And I wished, that I had some sort of thing that I could just, look to every single morning, that just, kind of guide me on to the next thing, right? Keep me moving forward and keep me feeling fulfilled and all of that good stuff. So I kind of found myself yearning for something like that. I suppose maybe it was just a bit of direction or what, but this is the song that came out. I should have met you in the summer. I could have been your souvenir. Now I've always thought it quite a bummer when you two don't come in clear. I think I met you in the daytime. Well, I was thinking too how you it's in the middle of the night, it was a hot black and white. When the lies become the truth, I guess I'll really miss the way you call my name. Oh no, never quite, you just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. I need you, oh I need you. We used to go down to the river while we're talking on and on. Then slip into the park just a little after dark, when the magic was gone. I guess I'll really miss the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, I can disappear from love to stay. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. Oh, baby, I need you. Oh, I need you. When I see the moon watching you fall, I feel the light starting shining through. And I don't know why I see the pride. It's with the prospect of losing you. Now it's time to go, but you need to know that I've been happy and I see it through. And it's such a shame we play this game. Oh, is this something that I've got to do? Oh, is this something I've got to do? I guess I'll really miss the way you call my name. Oh, no one ever cried, you're just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. Yeah, I guess I'll really miss the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, I do disappear from love to stay. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. And as I look up to the moon, the sun and the stars, I give up everything, oh, just where you are. You'll never be alone, I'll be there till the end. Oh, baby, I need you. Oh, I need you. I need you. I need you. Wow. Thank you so much. This place is just about filled out. Right on. Good stuff. All right, everybody. Now we're going to turn things over to one and the only Mr. Brian Tremblay.
All right, he's taller than I am. I'm wearing it for one song. I worked really hard on this jacket because I've always wanted to have something like, a nudie suit that the old Western singers used to have, so I kind of manufactured my own in that respect. After that, I'm taking the bugger off because it's warm in here, like you wouldn't believe. Anyway. All right. Okay. I'm gonna turn it down some.
Just hit me and I know that you can hear.
Right on. Well, thanks folks again for coming. We really appreciate it. The song I'm going to do for you now, I released this one, I released it way back in like 2010, 8, something like that. Nothing went anywhere with it, so I've since redone it since I've gotten back into my music again. But the song is all about, Lynn is from North Dakota.
Don't hold it against me.
Yeah. Probably one of the reddest states in the world.
Trust me, I found my peeps when I moved to Canada.
She's a Canadian citizen now. There you go.
Proudly a Canadian.
Yeah, she's actually been a Canadian for more than half of her life.
No, I've been in Canada for more than
Okay,
half of it.
there you go. Well, either way, once you're here for that long, you're ours. You're not going back. The whole point of the North Dakota is the fact that I wrote this song because we would, the odd time when we were younger, would be able to play a gig, let's say at the Nicolette, and finish at 2 o'clock in the morning, pack up our gear, and then drive to North Dakota. And we would drive straight through.
15 hours on a good day.
15 hours. But it's a wonderful drive because it's really cool, and this came just from memories of driving on I-94 in North Dakota, and the sun was coming up, and the train, Santa Fe, was just booming down next to me, and I thought, hey, there's something here. So I just kind of go with my feelings and go from there. And it's called By My Time. Probably heard this during sound check. Even though the road feels slow, I know. Never look back, don't jump the track. I've been told silver linings don't fit, yes they do. If you want them to, how about you? And it's plain to see for me, she's the only one I can be. And it's plain to see that the world is fine by my time. Keeping time with the train by my side, fields of wheat, speed on by, pavement sides. The rising sun shows me the way, greet a new day. Wheels spin round, the miles click down. And it's plain to see for me, she's the only one I can be. And it's plain to see that the world is mine by my time. From the needle on the map, find a spot and don't look back, just go. You need to learn what's outside, find you're not the only one you know. Into where the air gets thin, we have climbed the highest thrill, and even still. And it's plain to see for me, she's the only one I can be. And it's plain to see that the world is mine by my time. By my time, by my time, by my time. Thank you very much. And it's just going to be switching off, on and on kind of thing, and then we go from there. Okay, we're moving on, and Mike's got a song for you. Mike, oh.
All right. Hi, musical guitars.
Yeah, it's called Don't Trip on the Other Guy's Cable. There we go, all right.
Oh, that's fine. Wow, Brian, you're short.
Yeah, just wait till you get 61 years old, you're still 60, so.
Maybe a stilettos for the next year. There you go. That is pretty cool. All right. Well, very cool. All right. I like that. So this is the cool thing, right? Is we are. I don't know if you can tell, but we're a little bit generationally divided. I happen to be 30 years older than Brian.
How old are you?
How old am I, or how old do I feel?
Well, that doesn't count.
Oh, well then I'm 31.
30 years?
There he is, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's one. He's had a lot of very, very nice life experiences, and to be fair, I have too. But unlike him, I don't have enough talent to turn the nice life experiences into songs. It's a lot easier to write songs about the things that piss you off.
It is very true. That's true.
It most certainly is. So in 2020, I put out an album called If Ever Comes a Day. And it was largely centered around centered around a relationship in which a lot of things really pissed me off. This, I suppose, is a good one to play. It's a nice contrast, like Brian's, driving to North Dakota, he's feeling all giddy, he's all happy, life is good. And then here I am, wasting away in northern Manitoba. Wishing that one day I might be able to pull through to a brighter day where I'm playing in a room full of a bunch of beautiful people and a bunch of birds in the ceiling. They're trying to get themselves immortalized on the almighty wax, baby. Is it working?
That ticket price is like you get a zoo too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an exhibit.
I'm a fossil.
Yeah. I don't think he's getting up from that chair. I've heard that sound before. It's not good.
Right up there.
So this is a song called The Best You Never Had. And I think it goes something like this. The fields are greener when you outgrow situations that are meaner. So set our stipulations out a fast train to get over to you now, for the day is done. And what a difference a few argues can do, so by the same friends we should try to see this through. I need a fast lane to the strings around your heart next time you get strong. And I think the best times are the ones we don't remember, and with no signs when we met in that November. And I think it makes you rather sad, but I can see you as we're dancing by the water. You folks think that you're the perfect daughter, and I'll be the best you never had. I'll be the best you never had. They seem to last now. All the things you care about, so can I ask how? You can feel them down and out. Now just remember, you can only take so much before you've had it. And I do what I do without thought or rhyme or reason. If I had you, we could forge a warmer season. Understanding that there's usually a method to the madness. And I think the best times are the ones we don't remember. There were no signs when we met in that November. And I think it makes you rather sad, but I can see you as we're dancing by the water. You folks think that you're the perfect daughter, and I'll be the best you never had. I'll be the best you never had. What if I asked you to? What if I said to you? What if it all became true? And I think the best times are the ones we don't remember. There were no signs when we left in that November, and I think it makes you rather mad. But I can see you as we're dancing by the water. You folks think that you're the perfect daughter, and I'll be the best. I think the best times are the ones we don't remember. There were no signs when we met in that November, and I think it makes you rather mad. But I can see you as you're dancing by the water. You folks think that you're the perfect daughter, and I'll be the best you never had. I'll be the best you never had. Ooh, I'll be the best you never had. Ooh, I'll be the best you never had. Ooh, I'll be the best you never had. That's that one. Now, let me turn things off to Brian real quick. We'll just let you know, we're kind of hiding it. You look around your immediate vicinity, you cannot see it. But we do have a table over there.
Yes.
On the other side of that little doorway back there, and we do have CDs, and we do have all sorts of good stuff. We both have CDs, actually. So if you like that song, and not that trick, you can buy my 2020 album if ever comes the day. How's that? Yeah. All right. Find a better deal and I'll wear it.
I love it.
It's all you, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
I hope we're not tangling our cords more and more and more.
Yeah, no kidding. I was thinking about that now. Back.
I think we are.
Yeah, really.
Oh, well.
Oh, look at that.
That sucks.
Look at that dog's breakfast.
Yeah.
Take
Gonna take an intermission to detangle ourselves.
I really don't kidding. All right. All right. Give me a second, folks. I tune because I care.
Anybody know any good jokes?
While he's tuning, anybody like a drink? Raise your hand. Water,
Good tableside
wine,
service.
A wine,
White, red,
red.
okay. Anybody else?
Well, I'm glad Mike did some vocal warm-up with you guys because there'll be a sing-along in the last song of this tonight. So get yourself ready for that. So as I was saying, Lynn being from North Dakota, and there's a lot of history and stuff there. There's a lot of cool things. And this is a place, my parents were down with us and they went and visited, introduced the parents to the parents and, before you get married and all that fun stuff. And Lynn is from she's a rancher's daughter. Her father's raised registered Hereford bulls and cattle. And so she was from a small town called Flasher, which makes me, every time I hear it, I can't see it.
It was named after a woman.
Oh, well, it just got better. So we went out for a drive, all in the Western Plains and stuff like that. And I mean, we went down to even Standing Rock Reservation, which is where Sitting Bull was killed actually on that thing. And the small little towns dot the prairies all over the place. And Lynn's dad, Leo, is gone, God rest his soul. And we stopped at a little place at a crossroads, and I thought this was just the coolest thing going. And it was a little bar called the Junction Inn. And we went into the bar to wet our whistles. And did you ever see one of those country dive bars in the movies and stuff like that? Like low light, probably hardly any windows. That was the Junction. It was incredible. Now, so the place I write about and the song is called The Junction Inn. I'm writing about this place. It is a real place, but I'm telling you a fictional story about it. So simple as that. and kind of a ghost story, actually. Yeah, so it goes something like this. In the middle of the plains sits an old western bar, in the middle of nowhere, but not too far. The beer is cold, the talk is cheap, got eggs in a jar you shouldn't eat. And when you walk in, the doors swing wide, the darkness hits you in the eyes. Then you acclimate to the sounds and the smell. And the bartender says, "Welcome to hell." He didn't really say that, but it sounds good in the song. "What'll you have?" he said. "What's on tap?" "Got brews from all over and some domestic crap. Like there's a Belgian wit that tastes like sunshine. And if red is your thing, well, I got wine." And he said, "Dealer's choice." And he set him up. "What else can I get you?" As he topped his cup. He asked, "Does this drink come with advice? 'Cause I got a heavy heart for paying the price." The Junction Inn is a ghost town bar, haunted by those who no longer are. The Junction Inn, the last stop on the way, before you pass on to that heavenly day. And he said to the barman, with his head hung low, "I'm not proud of myself, and I'm sure it shows. I wasn't very nice, and probably mean. She told me to get out, 'cause I caused a scene. I had a bit too much, but I drove anyway. The dust and the tears got in the way. I drove out here to drown my sorrows, but my heart feels like there's no tomorrow." And the bartender said, "Sorry, what you're now feeling is the cold dead hand of death dealing. The mortal world is yours no more. You just knocked on heaven's door." And the shock and the fear made his heart race, and the last lonely tear ran down his face. You made a hasty choice, and it cost you your life. Had it all gone different, she'd still be your wife. The Junction Inn is an old town bar, haunted by those who no longer are. The Junction Inn, the last stop on the way, before you pass on to that heavenly day. In the middle of the plain sits an old western bar, the wreckage of a life in a burned out car. Corner stands the junction shell and an old rusty sign that says, "Welcome to hell." The Junction Inn is a ghost town bar, haunted by those who no longer are. The Junction Inn, the last stop on the way, before you pass on to that heavenly day. Before you pass on to that heavenly day. Before you pass on to that heavenly day. Thank you.
That blew your theory of all his happy songs to hell, didn't it, Mike?
Yeah. Make fun of my songs, hey buddy? Here, let's have one about death.
Yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to go from there? You can sing a song about more death.
Do you have one?
I don't think so.
Do your best. Do your best.
What's that?
You've got songs from the old days.
I got, you know, actually, you know what? I think I do. We want to go morbid? I think you go morbid. This is a really sad song. So if you don't want to hear a really sad song, that's okay.
I don't think
You started it.
Hey, it gets better.
It does?
Yeah.
Well, fine then. All right, we're gonna go down we're gonna go down the sad path.
I'm aiming for tears later on.
Oh man. No, yeah, what the hell? No more tears, man. Ozzy already.
That's a shampoo.
That's true, it is. Okay, well, you know what? I seem to be doing a lot off if ever comes the day, but here, we'll do another one. So if you're thinking about buying the album, hope this one doesn't make you think twice. This is a song about death, very sadly, but not because I wanted to go. I was in a Facebook group called Wholesome Support, and on the surface of that, it seems really, really great, you know, like people post their problems, they talk about their feelings, and everybody, you know, we come in, we give them a virtual hug in the comments, and we kind of talk it out, and it's like a group thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Popsicle?
What's What? Oh. Is there a popsicle in your pocket, or you're just happy to see
I think
me?
it's melting. Yeah, Mike Haggith, the first to get booted out of the art gallery. Yeah, so unfortunately, a lot of threads in the group, you know, were from people who needed serious, you know, assistance, and obviously we're in a layman's Facebook group, and we are not at all qualified to do that. So this song was inspired by a lot of what I saw in that group, and you know, we all kind of came together and we did our best to help as many people as we could, but it wasn't always the most fun time. And so now you all get to sit here and hear a very sad song about it. So there you go. Yeah, but you're rethinking that admission now, aren't you? Yeah, he started it. Because I think there's been some mistake, because I'm too idealist, and I think this heart's gonna break. And in a world of creation, I'm finding increasing despair. Nights and salutations to go seeking out to repair. Unconscious, I find myself here at your door. And if you're meeting a hotel, I don't think we go near the bed. If the world were a noise, you'd be the pearl in my hair. Dreams are misleading, but happiness fleeting, it's over. Desire is lost as the pile cost on your shoulders. And you take in the face what you thought you'd erase when you're older. And confusion sits as ashes tend to smolder. And we planned our escape. We purchased the ticket, saw the design signature. And as the sun fell below the horizon, I started to sing. For the see that an honest man dies, and my heart shall prevail. Dreams are misleading, but happiness fleeting, it's over. Desire is lost as it piles its cost on your shoulder. And you take in the face what you thought you erased when you're older. And confusion sits as ashes tend to smolder. You got one more depressing than that?
Oh, God, yeah.
Give me that like challenge accepted.
I don't drink these for no reason. Mind you, I'm also menopausal, so I cry at anything.
There you go. I like it. It was wonderful. Well, here it comes.
It derailed the entire evening. Nothing but sad stuff from here on out.
Well, this is. Somebody want to lock the windows?
Woo. That's not getting on the album. We're editing that out.
Right on. As Adrian said, there are drinks at the back, and there's some pizza there. So, and if you need a drink, you know, you can go get it, or if you wave your hand, maybe Adrian will even bring you one, for that matter. And also, we do have our stuff there. As musicians, we do rely on our merch to get us through. The CDs that I have available are DIY kind of things because mine didn't make it, couldn't get here in time. So, and it's just a compilation, that's the word that I want to use, of all the songs I released on another previous project that are on there. And some of those songs that I played tonight are on there. A lot of these are not. I like to play this kind of new stuff out here for you guys because it gives me a chance to kind of test it out and see how things are. This song I wrote when I found out I was going to be a grandfather. And we are grandparents. And we have...
Born on 4/20.
4/20, 2 days after. Yeah. And
Your birthday.
yeah, exactly. That was my birthday present. And Felix is a crazy kid, and he's incredible. And wrote this. Of course, he wasn't born at the time. And it kind of made me think all about, because, you know, here, my kid's 37 years old. You know, it's like, wow. So I kind of had all these mixed feelings going on, and it kind of made me think about the past, which I do that a lot. And this is a song called I Knew You'd Be, oh my God, I Knew You'd Be Alright. I dropped you off that first day of school. I watched you walk away as a father will do. I felt your fear and hesitation. The kids had you in their sight, and I knew you'd be alright. Picked you up that day with a big toothy grin, and you told me your tales as I listened in. I was in complete fascination as I kissed you goodnight, and I knew you'd be alright. Broken bones and skin knees, first loves and heartbreaks, disappointment in life, and some heartaches. You came out the other side like a bright white light, and I knew you'd be alright. You've grown into a man, you have a beautiful wife, passing all expectations, building your life. Now you'll soon have your own, and when you kiss them goodnight, you'll tell them, I knew you'd be alright. Broken bones and skin knees, first loves and heartbreaks, disappointment in life, and some heartaches. You came out the other side like a bright white light, and I knew you'd be alright. I dropped you off that first day of school. Well, got a couple. I got somebody in the fields. That's good.
It's a full box.
Just don't use your dirty pizza napkin, and then it'll leave sauce on your nose. Anyways, let's have Mike take it over here.
That was not really a sad song.
I was gonna say, we were on the topic of sad songs, and then you started playing that song, and the first line was "I dropped you," and I was like, "Holy, how damn sad are we getting?" And on the way to the hospital, I was frantically saying, "I know you'll be all right." Live! Reason 7046 why I will never be a parent.
You're only 30?
That's fine by you, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. All
How are
right.
the cats?
They're fine. They don't mind if you drop them.
They'll be all right.
They've got a little internal thing that balances them right back out. It's fascinating. We've got one cat. She likes to run around on one of the ceiling beams, and every now and then she takes a misstep, and you'll be walking, flying right by you, down about 8-9 feet. Now she's fine. Just runs away. So there you go. This is a song about baby I dropped. No. I'll tell you, I cannot really play a concert with a country singer without playing the one and only country-ish sort of song that I ever wrote. Now, of course, I wrote this when I was very lonely in Manitoba. I had just moved to Thompson, Manitoba. How many of you know where Thompson, Manitoba is? Raise your hand. What is this, class? Make some noise if you know where Thompson, Manitoba is. Yeah, that's the appropriate noise to make. Anybody on the YouTube live stream from Thompson or sorry. It's sad but true. But I love you all. Yeah, so I had just moved to Thompson. So now, the process of moving from Sault Ste. Marie to Thompson was pretty crazy because I moved up there for work and I basically downsized my entire life into my sedan. And just whatever fit went, whatever didn't stayed behind, and that was just the way it went, right? And yeah, so I mean, I think a lot of us kind of start off that way at one point or another. So the first day, and of course this is like right at the end of October and going into November, so the first day I made it to Thunder Bay. And so I got through it. It was a crappy drive at 17, we all know how that is. And so, I kind of kept myself going by telling myself, like a better life awaits you in Thompson. Yeah, there was a time I was sitting behind the wheel, sometimes you have to tell yourself some crap. And so the second day I made it to Winnipeg and the drive was predictably terrible, and that's okay, it was about 12 hours behind the wheel, I made it. Because a better life awaits you in Thompson. So then I rolled out of bed on the third and final day and left the Motel 6 in Winnipeg. Thank you. That's the appropriate response again. See, I warmed you all up with the emotional thing. You guys are right on point. And so then, I thought, well, the last day of the drive, I'm just driving up to Thompson. About 7-8 hours, won't be that bad. Well, it was just terrible. The road was a sheet of ice, the wind was screaming. It took about 13, 14 hours that day, but I got through it because I kept telling myself, a better life awaits you in Thompson. And then I got to Thompson. And so I got to my apartment building and, signed the lease on site and went up this rickety old elevator that smelled like human fluids. And walked down the hall and walked into my apartment, and I'm looking at an empty apartment. And I'm like, well, this is kind of a metaphor, isn't it? It's a sad, lonely, empty apartment. And so over the next little while, I kind of got to sort of build a life. And the whole time I was kind of like, well, I hope this better life finds me, because I'm pretty damn bad at finding it. So that kind of led me to write this song. This is called Come On Home. When you're tired and feeling weary, it may seem dreary, but I think you remember me. Make good time along the highway. Won't you come on home? Oh, and you're sick of the same old city. It don't feel too pretty. Oh, that's for sure. Oh, but I treasure thee. Oh, just make good time along the highway. Oh, won't you come on home? Oh, come on. Good time along the highway. Oh, yeah, won't you come on home? Oh, when it feels as though you're losing, what's in store. Oh yeah, what's to be. Oh, just make good time along the highway. Oh, won't you come on home? Oh, everybody, you think you know the words? Oh, just make good time. No, all right, screw you guys. Along the highway, won't you come on home? Yeah, there you go. A little round of applause for yourselves. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. You guys sound better than me. How about we turn the mic around and y'all do this, and I'll sit and watch all of you. I'll judge you like. All right.
I'll judge you.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll just go sit in the timeout chair instead. I'm excited.
Welcome to my life for the last 10 years.
Yeah, but you like what you see.
All right. I gotta grab a different guitar. I figured I paid for these buggers. I'm gonna bloody play as many as I can.
That's how I feel about every landing in the jet. My tax dollars paid for every foot of that runway, and damn, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Every last foot.
Mike doesn't call it overshooting the runway. He calls it getting his money's worth.
I leave the thought at the end of the runway, and I don't care if it's my private time or not.
Mike, have you ever sang on the plane?
No, not yet. Not yet.
All right. Well, folks, I just want to say that you folks are fantastic for coming out and buying tickets to come to this kind of stuff, because for guys like me and Mike, this is, a really honor and a pleasure that you sought to part with your hard-earned cash to come and listen to us. And it's really, it's nice because, Sault Ste. Marie had this dream of wanting to be a music city. Well, this is what Music City is all about. Music City is supporting the little guy, and, don't just claim those artists when they move out of town and go, oh, he's from here. Do it while they're here, help them along the way. A little more in the game, huh? On the far right there.
All right, sorry.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you. You guys are awesome. And, a round of applause for you guys for coming out. I appreciate it a lot. So, going on with the history, I'm a giant history nerd. Drives my son out of his mind. But I actually, and I love the West. Go figure. And I've had the opportunity, thanks to my lovely wife, because we do these great travels. We don't actually call them vacations, we call them adventures. And I've actually been to the Little Bighorn 3 times. Yeah, at least 3. Two of them.
You've gone twice, I don't know.
See, I shot myself in the foot.
That's staying on the album. That gets all immortalized.
He could have gone, because they said they went to Yellowstone when he was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's gonna do me a lot of good then, right? Can you hear that out there? Can you hear the guitar out there? Okay, good, excellent. Anyway, so I went out there, and I don't know, Mike, can you attest to this? Do you have to have, you're one of those guys that says, I'm gonna sit down and write a song today? Or do you gotta be, the spirit have to move you, as they say?
I used to be the guy who was like, I'm gonna sit down and write a song, and the album I'm working on now has taken me 3 damn years. So
There you go, okay. Yeah, so,
I turned 30, it all went to hell, I don't know what
yeah, there you go. But again, after watching one of my wonderful history stories and stuff like that, I wrote this song, and it is about the Battle of the Little Bighorn, which to the indigenous people, they call it Custer's last stand. It was theirs more than anything else. And I don't know if you know it, but the Dakota Sioux refer to the little bighorn as called the greasy grass. And I wrote this one from the perspective of a soldier by the name of John Duggan, and he is buried on Last Stand Hill at the memorial. And he was Custer's orderly. So it comes from his perspective, and I'm going to put a little special effects on here. And it goes something like this. Here I lay on Last Stand Hill. This is the penance for the innocents I killed. Yellow hair lies over there, stripped of his finery. Now he can hear. On the greasy grass, judgment came to pass. It didn't change anything. On the greasy grass, the final die was cast. Now they walk the trail of tears. John Duggan is my name. Private rank I became. I'm the orderly for the son of the morning star. We followed blindly behind his arrogance and rage. The great white fatherland, the gold in the hills he spied, they were destined by their God. They chose war, not peace, broke all the treaties. Now their culture is outlawed. We pressed our attack and told him to turn back. He pushed us to our fate. Caught in the tornado of bullets, blood, and arrows, I felt the sharp stabbing pain. Now I lay on Last Stand Hill. White headstones stand so still. Please remember what happened here. Feel the first people's tears. On the greasy grass, judgment came to pass. It didn't change anything. On the greasy grass, the final die was cast. Now they walk the trail of tears. John Duggan is my name. Private's rank I became. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know how many of you guys are history buffs and stuff like that, but I just wanted to mention that yellow hair was one of the things that the Dakota referred to Custer as, and son of the MorningStar. So when I say that he is, he's the orderly for the son of the MorningStar, that's where that comes from. And when I said that he was stripped of his finery because they took all his clothes, and they took awls, and they poked his ears after he was dead. And that was so he could hear from now on what he was, listen to the people when they said this isn't, gonna work. So that's just a little bit behind that for you. Anyways, how's that for depression? I brought death back again.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, what the hell? Just keep teeing me up with sad songs.
Oh, like you don't have any sad songs?
Not one. Not a one. Not a one sad song. Here, I will play you one that, probably by this point a lot of you in the room have heard. This is coming up on an album that I've been working on for 3 years. I've been working on this record for like 3 years. So basically, the album If Ever Comes a Day came out in 2020, and then the album Bridges came out in 2021. But I had written Bridges in 2018 when I first moved to Thompson. It just got out of sequence because it took so long in like mastering and all that. The new album that I'm working on, which I hope to have out pretty soon, I should have an announcement coming your way in a few weeks. It's called All the Best in All You Do, and it's called that because if ever comes the day to All the Best in All You Do, while it sounds hilarious, is way too long to put on a CD spine. But this album sort of follows my journey out of the sad, miserable relationship that made me really angsty, and by the end of the album, it's actually quite beautiful. It goes through how my beautiful wife back there makes me feel now. Stand up, take a bow. There you go. So the thing is, before the album gets to all the mushy crap at the end, it's got to go through all of the my ex sucks. And see, the thing is, I wrote a lot about that because, I'm one of those people, I don't know. I know I air my dirty laundry, but in my head, I tell myself, oh, Mike, the thing is, you're such a big deal. The story's going to come out either way. So you might as well just steer into the skid.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
Don't pull out that die, man.
Yeah, see, I've been called the songbird of my generation by people who have not heard Taylor Swift. So there you go. So there you go. The new album's called Midnights. It's coming out. No, the new album is called All the Best in All You Do. This is probably one of the angstiest songs in the album, and one that has kind of become a bit of a crowd pleaser. This is called I've Seen It Before. You leave me standing on supplying to men. That you've been playing since the story rebirth. Don't wanna play no more. Your love is such a chore. Oh, and I've seen it before. How's that for petty? Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I think so too. Well, I'm telling you now, girl, it's not what I planned. To have you holding my heart in the palm of your hand. But I'll tell you something, I think it's the truth. Yeah, your looks are fading, and so is your youth. Oh, oh yeah, it's hard now to understand. You leave me standing on the edge of the earth. Oh, you beg me to take your hand. And then you find a way to drop up its worth. All of your games of supply and demand. You've been playing since I saw it rebirth. Don't wanna play no more. You love me without your. Oh, and I've seen it before. See, this is the thing about having your live backing band. A couple of them sitting in the room as they're sitting in the front row doing the backing vocals. Blue's got those harmonies dialed in. You want to come up here and sing the last chorus? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. I'm in blue, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is, the thing is, I still have to do the third verse. Oh. You got a little too excited. Hey, I've heard it happens to everybody. At least that's what I've been told, right? Well, I'm screening your number, ignoring your calls. Sorry about that, dude. Well, your picture of fit as you tear at the walls. Seriously, stop it.
I swear there's spiders in there.
Scream out you love me, but I know it's false.
I mean it, man. I'm really serious.
Just go back and live in your house with your dog. Places. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hard now to understand. You leave me standing on the edge of the earth. Oh, you beg me to take your hand. And then you pull away to drive up its worth. Oh, all of your games of supply and demand. That you've been playing since I saw it rebirth. Don't wanna play no more. Oh, yeah, babe, without your. Oh, no, don't wanna play no more. Now you're loving without your. You don't like this?
Why?
I've, you know, I haven't had my prescription checked in a few years. But
You probably should.
I probably should get on that. So I don't see much these days, but I'll tell you, I have seen it before.
Oh.
Yes, I have. Blue, I've seen it before.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Hold on.
Oh, the side view? Yeah, get back there, There you go. That's more like it. Sorry, we got a little carried away here. Live on YouTube right now. You know what though? I'm sure most of the people watching this show on the internet right now, the thing about it is, I'm sure they've seen it before.
Probably.
I'm gonna do one more.
So you're actually gonna bring it up, or are you gonna stay maudlin?
Oh, I don't know. Well, it's kind of hard. How about you guys? Huh? Let it all out? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we're gonna get a little less maudlin. on you as a suggestion to my wife here, but I will do the damn song.
Just for one, I mean, it's way up to one.
All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna have a short little break. You're not allowed to leave. The doors are locked by the minutes of the thing. Pound all you want. You are not leaving.
Check my card.
You paid. We have you here. You're ours. Yeah. I wrote this song, well, it's a bit maudlin. A bit. The reasoning behind it is, I'm not going to get into too many details, but thankfully it wasn't successful, but a family member tried to hurt themselves. We'll just put it that way. And I'll tell you, if anybody had a reason to, it was this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't argue with him, actually. But he's okay. And everything's good. So it's all getting better. So I tried to make this as up-tempo and everything about it. And listen, if you're having some of those, I've been there, man. I've had the depression diagnosis. I take my trazodone and my sertraline like a good boy. Stops me from going crazy. Just get help, folks. Like, you can. It's not easy. It's hard. You got to face it. Writing songs is a great thing. Or so is doing art and writing anything. You know, just get it out. And this is what I was to this family member. I got them building models again. You know, plastic model kits and stuff like that. I did that a lot when I was a kid. So I always said, you got to have a way to get it all out. And that's what this one is called. It's called Let It All Out. You've been trying to break through, but those walls, they won't come down. There is something deep inside of you. If it don't come out, you'll drown. Yes, I know you can. Yes, I know you'll come through. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out before it gets the best out of you. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out before it gets the best out of you. You gotta let it all out. Fight back the darkness, don't let it win. Don't let that ball miss your bat. Find a friend and let him in. Love is the key, it's where it's at. Yes, I know you can. Yes, I know you'll come through. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out before it gets the best out of you. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out before it gets the best out of you. You gotta let it all out. You're not alone, you're always here. I'm in your corner, I got your back. Should it come knocking, never fear. I'm your hero with cape and boots to match. Tell your story and sing your song. You have the power and that's a fact. You are the sunshine in someone's life. With you alive, it'll never go black. Yes, I know you can. Yes, I know you'll come through. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out. Before it gets the best of you, you gotta let it all out. Let it all out. Before it gets the best of you. Yes, I know you can. Yes, I know you'll come through. You gotta let it all out. Let it all out. Before it gets the best of you, you gotta let it all out. Let it all out. Before it gets the best of you, you gotta let it all out. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a short break, have pizza, have drinks. Nobody leaves. I'll be guarding the door. There you go. Thank you. If you want to meet us at the merch table, we'll be at the back signing things. We do have some giveaways in the next half of the show. And yeah, so there you go. Thank you. All your support is very much appreciated. Thank you.
So the way we're going to do this, by the way, for this giveaway is I've got a whole bunch of blank business cards at the back at that table there. So I'm going to go to that table and I'll give you a pen. You just write your name on the back of one of the cards and you hand it in to me. And then we're just going to draw randomly from the cards. You can throw your email address on there as well if you'd like. We always appreciate that. Then we can keep you guys in the loop when we've got new exciting things coming up. Like
we will not, but we will not spam you or anything like that. But there is an automatic. You can unsubscribe if you like. So, but we won't spam.
Now, we do have an exciting announcement.
Oh yes,
we can share that now because it has been made public.
There it is.
We will both be playing Rotary Fest this year. Yeah.
I'm on second stage, and this guy gets to open the show on Friday or the Saturday?
It's the Thursday. Yes.
Oh, the Thursday.
Saturday this year. Yeah.
No kidding. I'm on Friday. I'm on Saturday at 2:30.
Yeah.
On the 15th of July. So please come to the second stage.
Yeah, and stop by the first one on Thursday too.
What's the last date again?
No, for the 13th.
The 13th. Funny enough, I work till 7. Still reading. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you?
I'll be right back. I'll be at the bridge table if you want.
I know, that's what I'm saying, I don't know if I can get up.
We'll be live streaming on YouTube, so you can go there and actually have yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, it's gonna be the whole album.
And I think that you're the one that's
What's that, sir? Yeah.
yeah, she helped me in my other wedding. I'm kind of, yeah.
No, we're driving on the.
Drive very safe.
Lovely.
Take
Thank
care,
you
Mike.
so much. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Wow, we're having this conversation.
Oh, yeah, the live streams. Okay. Well,
You could have
anyway.
tape.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what just happened, but to the people watching on the live stream, disregard
You're
or
talking about
go
our
back in
children.
time and fast forward or something. I don't know. Anyway,
our lives are very boring.
I
You're not
have
gonna
no
wanna hear
children.
this. My enemies are watching. You wanna go outside, get some fresh air?
Yeah, I've got to set the cards up and then yeah.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna go not smoke.
And I have a smoke and a pancake, pipe and a crepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great conversation. I sent her a picture I have. Good. She sent me a couple of other pictures. No, she sent me pictures, I guess hers. Oh.
She's an incredible. Does a lot of pet portraits and human portraits.
Yeah, so. This is fun.
Isn't it?
This is really nice.
I think I've had the best seat in the house here.
Oh my gosh, I was like.
I said, oh my God, then I'm gonna use my pizza napkin to kind of like, oh, extra blush there. I know. This was very, very nice. Yeah, it's got a nice energy. Yes.
Girl's dad is my grandson. I drew about it.
Oh.
He said this is the best birthday present I've ever received.
Oh, nice. We have 7.
Only the one.
We have one, my parents only have the one. Oh! So,
My.
one all the way
Yes, I bet. Oh my gosh, how often do you have them? Well, there's right. Well, they're younger though. And then some go to school and some don't. So in the summertime, it's dark. Usually I have at least 1 or 2 for.
Yeah, ours is all.
Oh, that's hard, they're far, yeah. Oh, my God.
A weekly video.
Oh, nice.
And now she's recognizing us, waving.
Oh, so cute.
Every time she sees it, once she's sitting there waving, trying to get her wave, gives her the tilt on her.
Yeah.
Goes, now as soon as she comes on screen, she waves right away. It's like, so she's recognizing her on the video.
Yeah, ours are all in town, so. Which is nice. Some girls, some boys, all girls, all boys. Okay. 2 girls. Ages 7 to 9. They all get together. We have to rent GFL just to have a family. That is so nice. And it's nice that the close. Yes. Pardon? What are you looking for?
Rock.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
This is a
I think they just figured out where to change. Here's one in the door. Giving away
I just.
so you win some bronze. Yeah.
Go away.
Okay. The cardio definitely needs work.
Chest press. It's the album. It's the album. Way too much trouble. Chest press.
Because that's boy, it was excellent. Yeah. Hey, if you are gonna run on Wednesday or whatever, rattle machine, and I'll hobble along with you. Me and my complete
Oh,
Okay,
I
great.
didn't like that.
Okay, all right. So you got hold of your friend and told them you don't have to drive you? Yeah. So when, is that those new?
Not condos, but they're.
Oh, their apartment, is it the newest one that they had? Oh, okay. From the library there and then the park here and then it's right across, right? Yeah.
How do you like it down there?
I like it, except for the situation will be good, so.
No, I know.
I don't like
These are not so much.
Well, that's a lot for me.
Plenty enough.
Oh, do you want it? Oh, okay.
My train were in.
You enjoying yourself? Yes, me too. I didn't, well,
Her first core memory was Davina giving away all her chips for some stupid reason. And me helping her write a very snarky 2 weeks notice in the middle of
then you hear the back.
So, yeah. So I did that eventually, I got it right. Got that. Randy's not here.
But yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, real genuine question.
When I was young.
Yeah, my God.
I didn't go there.
Yeah, I've got some
Okay, we're home.
But then we got a couple Friday nights ago.
Oh.
I volunteer. I was up there.
Love that.
When they up there, years ago, it was a lot better than it is now.
Which is fun. Split passion. I'm resisting, but it's I don't. I don't. I'm just putting it in the car.
That's not Gary.
So they have to do the taper and the curve, just like if this was to be hammered together to end like the same thing.
Right.
You thin it out to a point to nothing,
Right.
and the two edges, you put them together, make these flux in between, you and smash the crap out of them until it causes the heat it and beat it until it causes the brains to grow together. I don't know.
Get points.
I don't think these are.
Yeah, these are
It's
Steamed.
That's good.
all of it would be,
Can I see it?
be the correct contact.
Nice.
Mary's done that she has around the house that are pretty good. She just likes keeping them to herself. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking, it was just ringing a bell that you were in that yeah, I can't say that I knew it part of this. No, I went to the town, which is also no longer there. Exactly. The weird thing is, 2000, up until we worked out, it was also supply chain. Then after they closed it.
Ooh, they're still alive. Oh, nice.
I worked at the board, but I also supply teacher, and I also worked with the guy that like we did all the plumbing sets and all that stuff, and organized like the meeting and that did the lights and the sound and that stuff. So we were at a lot of these stuff was stored on we were there quite a bit. Removing all the chairs. Can't see it. I heard. Yeah, most of my work at the board has been I taught here in Chicago, but a lot of it's been like special education stuff. But right now I work with Foster and Charter. It's, yeah, it's, my wife wants me to retire, but I want one more year. I enjoy just work. Try now. We're just gonna
Oh, I want in front of the camera.
So, were they teachers? No way. So they're probably closer to my kids' ages.
I want you and.
Okay, yeah, well.
Say hi. Hi.
36.
I know, I was gonna say what?
Yes, I know. Ellie. Right, yes. I saw you in a
Rewarding. The nice thing too is you get to sidestep all the bureaucracy, politics and stuff. This work with nursing staff, social worker, psychologist or psychiatrist, it's all good. Occasionally you come to teach for work and everything. Most of them are really good.
Okay.
Oh, good, he's walking around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Only,
I have pocket.
No, you have. Okay.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry. You should see my car right now. Story of my life.
Okay, folks, we're gonna get going again. Come on back.
Sing lullabies.
Okay.
Back for more, are ya?
Suckers behind me.
Yeah, Martin's promotion. Yeah, the door is locked. Yeah, that's right.
I'm under contract.
Yeah, there you go. So, for anybody who didn't get to sign the back of one of these cards and you want in on the door prize, what we'll do is we'll set these up on the counter back there next to the sink. Classy joint, you know. And so all you do is, you just write your name on there. You can write your email too if you'd like, if you want to keep updated with us. We really appreciate that. And then what we'll do is we'll scoop those up right before the end of the show, and we will give away our door prize. Our door prize today consists of one of Brian's CDs, a t-shirt, and a poster, and I'm throwing in a vinyl test pressing of my latest album, Bridges. Test pressing because they are on-demand lathe cuts that I have to have shipped in from Nevada. And it takes a few tries to get the sound right. So what you'll get on that is the album, just a little too much treble. But it's for free, so what can you do? There is. All right, we'll put it on the table right outside the door. Oh, we're getting my gut right in the frame.
Hey,
yeah, hello, YouTube.
OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
Are we live? Is this going on? That's live, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're going out to the world?
Drop your secrets.
Oh, yeah! Right on.
Snores but claims he doesn't.
Shot.
All right, Mike, you are up.
I am up.
You are.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember one time, you remember the operating systems for an Apple computer, Macs? And they'd gone to Sierra, was one of them. So I posted, I said on one of my things, I says, well, I guess I finally had to upgrade to Sierra. And that's all I said. And a friend of mine writes back, what does Lynn think about that?
Dots. We should have given Glue a drum kit just for the punchlines. All right, well, we're back. We gotta do more of this. Oh, right on. Okay, well, so I am gonna open the second and final set with a nice, light, airy tune. Yeah, that's right. We remember our emotional warm-up from earlier. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. People watching on YouTube are very confused right now. We did not start streaming for that. Basically, all you need to know if you're watching on the live stream is that we were running a little bit late and I had to stall, and I got about 15 solid minutes out of that. So there you go. Ain't my first rodeo, it's at least my second, third. Yeah, that's, you know what? Any more than that is an unfortunate number for rodeos.
Absolutely. And that's coming from a woman from the place.
There
If
you go.
you've seen one rodeo, you've seen them all.
That's right. So you know what? If you say this is not my first rodeo, what you're actually saying is I am bored stiff. Right? That's it. All right. This is a song called If Ever Comes the Day, and as you may have guessed, it's the title track to the album If Ever Comes the Day. Isn't it? Yeah, right? Woo! Yes. Thank you, my stepmother, for the sarcastic clapping. Yeah, right on. That's how I know the check bounced. Yeah, I'll do the reactions you paid me to, and I'm going to do them real sarcastically. All right, fine. Here we go. Early on this morning, late night rush with the summer breeze. A distant early morning, as we embrace beneath the trees. And I tried so is said and done, after we both had our fun, when our two hearts beat as one, and only then our day will go. You must understand now that I won't wait forever, dear. When you keep telling me how your body much is holding me, is it love you feel or is it just me? Yeah. When your passion falls away, you feel more ready to than brave, and you won't have the words to say, only then will come our day. Believe me when I say now, I'll never break your precious heart. Spoiler alert, either I did or she did or something, I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a liar. What an asshole. Yeah, you know, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, I guess I'm not sorry. But I can't comprehend how you think you're dead while you're fine. She's not watching, trust me. Time will soon have come and gone. You know what? Maybe I wasn't a liar. One more thing before you move on. Is this the line that you'd have drawn? Yeah, you know what? I was a liar for like a line and a half, and then it very quickly resolved. So that's fine, you know? That's fine.
You covered your stuff.
I did, you know? It's like insurance. Yeah.
You've got lyric insurance?
No. It's not very sexy. After all is said and done, after we both had our fun, when our two hearts beat as one, only then our day will come. All your past will fall away, and feel more ready to than brave, and you won't have the words to say, only then will come our day. Only then will come our day. If ever comes today, oh yeah. If ever comes today, yeah. If ever comes today. Thank you very much. Now, unlike all of my other songs, that one was an angsty one written about a relationship that was not very fulfilling. I know, really off-brand stuff for me.
What happened?
Thought I might dip my toe into the deep end of songwriting for a change. Yeah, yeah. Maybe next time I'll write a song called "We Are Never Ever Ever Together." What?
It feels like an error.
Yeah. The many eras of Mike, but it's all just the same shit. Ugh. It's confusing how many guitars there are.
I know.
I can barely count to 3, let alone play 3.
He's so excited, he's getting a 5-guitar rack.
Yes, I heard.
See, then the goal is to fill it.
It's not full yet?
Well, he's got 4.
10 in total.
Oh, no, he has enough guitars to walk. It's just he doesn't have enough acoustics.
Can you hear that okay out there?
guitar. I named my guitars, by the way. Sorry. This is whiskey. The one I was playing earlier, that's sugar. The one, the 12 string, that's rose. There you go. Anyways, once upon a time, I used to be a corrections officer. I did.
That was fun.
It was. When one person in the family is a corrections officer, the whole family is a corrections officer. You can't help but bring that shit home. And it's, I mean, hey, it was, government job, so you can't ask for anything better, but after a while, I just quit in 1998. I left and I became a photographer, And that was my career for almost 30 years. Yes, that's correct, yes. Well, this song was sparked, as Mike and I were talking about, so you get the idea and you just got to run with it. And this one was sparked by a couple of things. One that we used to say to each other, as the officers used to say to each other, we'd say, we're doing life on the installment plan. And I thought, that's a great line. And I just started thinking about it. And some of the nicknames, of course, for the local jail. You guys ever heard any of the nicknames? Would you know any of them? Gray Bar Hotel is the one that sticks in my mind. The Gray Bar Hotel? Well, this is called the Gray Bar Hotel. There is some truth in here, but it's mostly about feelings and work in that place. I actually got to go through it since it's been not the jail anymore. Talk about ghosts. Talk about ghosts I was seeing. Anyways, goes something like this. Doing life on the installment plan, walking these cell blocks, a keeper of man. They get out, haven't done their time, but I'm still here doing mine. It's a lonely life, you don't make no friends. I got many years to go, I don't know if I can. These old walls have seen a lot of pain. I'll be back tomorrow to do it again. Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? Gray Bar Hotel, you're closing in on me. Well, I'm just doing my job. I didn't kill, cheat, or rob. Oh, Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? They made their mistake, now they're paying the price, living their life by the toss of the dice. Money won't pay the debt they earn, the interest on that is a lesson learned. My debt won't be settled even after I'm gone. A cold headstone in a brick graveyard. You can theft my pension, it's all that's left. Just tell them all I've done my best. It's a fine line between us and them. Had it been a different life, I could be the one serving time. Now this next verse is partially true for Sault Ste. Marie. Father and son, they robbed the bank, took blood, left the money on a Haggith tank. Dad and his boy commit a deadly crime and hope they get away without doing time. them into the Gray Bar Hotel. Now the hangman will take them straight to hell. The unmarked graves behind the yard, their ghosts still wander without regard. Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? Gray Bar Hotel, you're closing in on me. Well, I'm just doing my job. I didn't kill, cheat, or rob. Oh, Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? Oh, Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? Oh, Gray Bar Hotel, why won't you set me free? Thank you. Yes, there are two graves in the back of the old Sault Ste. Marie Jet. They're under the tree. It has been checked by an archaeologist. Why? Because I knew the archaeologist. And yes, there are two depressions in there. One of them is Frank something or other. I believe he robbed a bank in Elliott Lake. I went with a father and son because I actually heard that story when I was a kid. So yeah, they're back there, folks. So have fun with that. Mike?
Oh yeah.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
And who's driving?
Oh, not me.
Okay.
You have control.
All right.
A happy song about good times.
Oh. You've been to one of my shows? Have you heard my discography?
I'm usually making too much noise.
A happy song.
No, this is my first
happy.
It's not my first rodeo.
Only
Just gotta press and hold and say a prayer. Helps if you clench a little.
Is that how you fly?
I don't know how I fly. I'll tell you how I fly. Okay, so here. We want a depressing song with a flying. Yeah, you know what? All right. The date was August 5th of 2017. And I took off on a college training flight, just like any college training flight. I did my flight training here in Sault Ste. Marie. That's why I moved here and lived here for a number of years. So we took off. This is just normal flight, just like any other flight, right? Take off, we're climbing up to 5,000 feet. We're going over the navigation aid to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We're going to level off 5,000 feet, track it up, all that crap, right? So everything was going just fine. And, coming up on 5,000 feet, and I go to put the nose down and push the yoke forward, and nothing happens, and it won't really move. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, right. Kind of stuck nose up. I was like, oh man, I must just be excited a little. I put the electric trim in, which helps the nose come down on its own, and I do that, and it's not responsive. And I said, well, okay, it's one of those days, is it? So then I reached down, we have a manual trim wheel, you can grab that and shove it, and it's directly cable linked to the stabilizer, and turn it and jam your nose down. So I grab that, and I'm stiff arming it with two hands, and it won't move.
Oh.
There.
Jesus moment.
So now, I'm like, well, that's it. That's what you do. Well, guess what, Mike? That's not going to cut it. So I was flying with an instructor at the time. So I had about 250 flight hours maybe, and this guy had about 600-700. So, as a crew, we had less than 1,000 total flight hours. And if you've watched Mayday, you know that that's not very many flight hours. And so I'll tell you, in a situation like that, the feeling starts right about here, and it just goes, and after about 2 seconds, the new one starts about here, and you're fine. You go, okay, well, now what? We got a job to do. So, I look over at my instructor, he looks over at me, I go, well, there's only one thing to do. And he goes, yeah, and he puts his hands up on the powers. And I go, well, man, it's been fun. And he closes the throttles. So, one of two things now is going to happen. Either, because the engines are now producing idle power, either the nose will eventually fall down, because this lift is excess thrust. There's your theory of flight lesson for the day. Or, maybe, if that's not going to happen, the plane will fly too slow with a nose-up attitude and lose lift and fall out of the sky. That's called a stall. But that's your only option. You just sit there and what do? We lean forward. Lean forward and look at each other and he should move his seat up. That would buy us that much. So we're watching the stall speed on the airplane's 55 knots, and it's going down 70, 65, 60, 57 knots, and it comes down. Oh, we're safe. So we flew all the way back to Sault Ste. Marie, just controlling our pitch, our up and down motion by, the amount of drag that we were putting out. It's like we dropped the landing gear to help the plane fall faster and stuff like that. We monitored the profile, and we got it right. We ended up back in Sault Ste. Marie. Yeah, spoiler alert, we didn't die. So here we are. So that night, we had to go play a show. Well, so there's me at 11:30 in the morning, drinking a beer in my living room, contemplating my mortality. Then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta suit up, man. We got a show to play. So I cannot remember for the life of me what we opened with. Do you remember what we opened with?
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. The rest of the day was a blur. I sat on a deck and I had another beer and I thought to myself, well, man, it is a beautiful day, isn't it? But, in that moment, when all of a sudden all your training, everything you expect the airplane to do, and everything the airplane tells you in its manual that it will do, if you just do this, it will do that. If you do X, it does Y. All of a sudden that doesn't work. So, there are times in life where the plan doesn't go to plan, right? And sometimes, that can have a really big effect. I went to therapy. I'm proud of that. We get into these situations sometimes where we just kind of think, oh, man, the future just ain't what it used to be. Like I had a plan, and then that happened. I wasn't supposed to still be living in Sault Ste. Marie in 2017. I wasn't supposed to be on that airplane on that day. But there I was, and that was the job, and that's what we did. And it worked out. So, we were in a band, Mr. Galoo over there, we were in a band called The Ding. And our second album is called Suburban Dream. And it's sort of a concept album about how the future just sort of ain't what it used to be. And I'll play the title track off that album because it's a damn good album, and I think we're quite proud of that one. So this goes out to everybody who ever had a plan not go to plan. Well, as we search for rhyme or reason, we lose ourselves along the way. But when I know I've got to leave you, oh, God, I wish that I could stay, that I could stay. And if you look a little closer, writing on the walls quietly, we can walk this road together, and then we won't just disappear. Yeah. Ooh. Got any songs about dying?
You are not gonna like what's coming up next.
What did I do? What am I doing next? Oh, I haven't got that to that one yet. Actually, you know what I'm
Let's get it
gonna,
out of my way, because I'd like to be all my crime done, and then I'd like to be happy.
I'll do it after. No, you know what? I'm gonna play something that's actually on the CD that you may purchase. How's that? I'll do a couple from that CD. How's that? Is that good? So it's not about dying, actually. It's about playing hockey. Yeah, it's actually about
Don't say
playing
that in this room.
street hockey. Anyways, not a big sports guy myself, but I do have a lot of pleasant memories about playing on Morin Street, playing street hockey with all my buddies, and the names that I mentioned here are some of my old neighborhood friends over on Morin Street in Steelton. And this one is on that CD, so I just a little tish there, sweet. Yep. There we go, not too much there. Excellent. Yeah, so it's all about that, basically. It's just about playing hockey. I mean, I don't know if they still do that anymore. Does everybody just complain that, you know?
But you gotta tell them the story.
Which one?
When you were the kid and the car drives up.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta tell you this road hockey story, okay? My mother used to board Greyhound hockey players. And in the summer, she would board students from the Esposito, or the Esposito Brothers Hockey School. And we were playing outside, you know, as the song will describe, summer, but we're still playing hockey on the road, right? And this really nice muscle car, I think it was like a Gran Torino or something like that, pulls up. And who gets out? Tony Esposito and Matt Ravlich. To some of you younger ones would go, who? But anyways, and the other folks will remember them. Tony and Matt turn, look over at the guys on the road playing hockey, give us a wave like that, and they walk into my house. Everybody looks at me and I said, I'll see you later. And I ran in the house and got autographs. Anyways, so that's my road hockey story. And it goes something like this. In the middle of the summer, in 95-degree heat, we brought out the nets and put them in the street. We called the guys and made up teams. It was so long ago, but like yesterday it seems, and we played road hockey. We were the stars. Planes erupted by a passing car. Move our necks till they drove on by. Game on! And he did it one more time. And we played road hockey. There was Ray and Danny, they lived next door. Richie was a big kid, across the street and down one more. Robert was a good friend, right across the street. We met in the arena, that was the neighborhood street. And we played road hockey, and we were the stars. Blades erupted by a passing car. Move our necks till they drove on by. Game on, and we did it one more time. And we played road hockey. It's been a long time since I held a hockey stick. I lost my taste for the game, but I still remember it. I go back now and see what's left of it. There isn't much, just this a little bit. And we played road hockey, and we were the stars. Planes erupted by a passing car. Move our nets till they drove on by. Game on, and we did it one more time. And we played road hockey. And we played road hockey. And we played road hockey. Hey, you know what? I saw a comedian. His name is Tim Nutt. And if you ever get to see Tim Nutt, go see Tim Nutt. He's hilarious. Tim Nutt has a bit that he does about road hockey. He says, I was sitting there one Saturday morning, eating my Fruit Loops and watching my cartoons. And he said, somebody knocked on my door, and I went to answer the door, and it was this lady, and she had a petition in her hand. And she wanted to ban street hockey. And that's you. I thought it was those birds again. She wanted to ban street hockey. And I told her, you should go get a map and check what country you live in. Interrupting my cartoons. There you go. Is that a hockey story?
No.
Okay.
How about a baseball story?
Oh, a baseball story. See, Glue just teased me up because he knows my whole discography.
It's called,
Guy was
it's called Glue?
Glue.
Oh, it's Glue. I
No,
thought
it's not like old school. You remember? You're my boy, I want to do a baseball one. Okay. Well, you know, when you are a young guy like me who, you know, kind of dealt with some insecurity and all sorts of things, you know, over time, you figure yourself out, but it takes a while to get there, and you make some decisions because you don't really think that highly of yourself. And I have an album about that.
Which one?
Yeah, imagine that. See, the thing is, like, my discography is really just my life story, right? Like, it's just started from when I was a kid to now. So, but the problem with that is that, like, from the time I was like a month old, I knew exactly what I was going to do with my life. I'm going to fly airplanes and make music. So. Well, that's true. There was definitely a trains phase. But, like, can you blame me? Trains are friggin' awesome, dude. So, anyway, all right, fine. There's one song in my discography that has a bit of a baseball-ish tie-in. And it stemmed from me just being, kind of an insecure guy. And just sort of, I don't know, fumbling my way through life until I figured it out. This is out of my league. Your house for the first time, maybe the last time, I don't know. It was all so long ago. And I remember the way you looked at me, and all the things that you thought I'd never see. We was thinking of something that would never be me. Took a ride on this instant show, I was so convinced I loved you so much more. Now you were close the doors, you were never done it on once before. On the cell, never let you in, 'cause I knew damn well that I lost a friend now. Was already with this old and man. I just want you to know that I don't wanna fall in love again. I can't remember when it's gonna end, and I need a new soul to squeeze. And I choose you, but you're out of my league. Yeah, oh, you're out of my how exactly did you come out of your shell and let the notes and trapped inside the cell? I used to draw the view, I slowly fell. And I remember the way you looked at me, it was so dark that I could barely see. And I knew just how great this change could be. Tell the window said it looks like rain. I said, hello little girl, 'cause I feel your pain. And maybe I could be a ball and chain. Maybe you and I can find a little fortune of fame. Promise I would never hurt you again, 'cause I knew damn well that I lost all of my best friends. I wasn't ready for this whole damn thing, man. I just want you to know that I don't wanna fall in love again. I died here and not the way it's gonna end. And I need a new soul to squeeze. And I choose you, but you're out of my eyes. I don't wanna fall in love again. I died here and not the way it's gonna end. And I need a new soul to squeeze. And I choose you, but you're out of my league. Yeah, oh, but you're out of my league. Yeah, oh. Over time, I got to figure out my self-worth, and that's a great feeling, when you go through a lot more years than you should, just kind of thinking that you're crap, and then you kind of just get to the other side and realize, no, I'm kind of good with a slice of crap. That's okay, right? Yeah, still a shit sandwich, but it's got some good bread. So.
All right. I gotta say something about this guy here. He might be half my age, which he is, exactly half my age, almost. And but he's got an old soul. I can talk to this guy. He's been around. He's done his thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, damn kids.
I wouldn't say that about this guy, but I just wanted to say that. Writes great stuff, poignant, the whole deal. So there you go. I just want to say that about Mike. I was looking after, I went, geez, I'm 61, he's 31, is this gonna work? It worked. It really worked. Anyways, all right, we're gonna do another one that's on that CD over there. It's called The Singles. It's over the last 2 years that I have released music. So it's got 10 songs on there. And I'll play you a couple more that have been just recently released. And we'll go from there and see what happens. And the last song is going to be a blast. It is out on Spotify and all your other favorite streaming services, so you all have a good time. So I'm going to grab a guitar, I'm going to put on a harmonica, and we're going to give this one a try.
He's not getting out.
I helped him, would you?
No.
Look at this.
I'm here for the show now just as much as you guys. This is why I put the whole set together where I don't have to bend down at all, because I know I'm not getting up either.
Yeah. Technical difficulties. Oh, that one. Duh.
So you did a lot of things there. You
Yeah,
ready
I did.
to shut up?
Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. No, that doesn't fit over the hat. Ooh. There we go. Okay. What is this one? Is in the sweet key of A, the Canadian key. I wrote this song about my dad. He worked in a steel plant. How many steel workers, former or current, do we have here in the audience today? There she is. There's two. Yeah. Blue. Sorry, I'm going to call you Blue from now on.
That's mine.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. There we go. And it's a fun song, simple little bluesy number, and it's called Steel Man. Belches smoke, breeze fire, spits out steel by the mile. Feed it rock from the earth, the market pays what it's worth. Oh yeah! My daddy was a steel man. He wasn't no 9 to 5, no steel dollars, kept us alive, steel man. He arrived in the city in '54 after fighting in the World War. Taking life for his family, he came to the Steel City. Oh yeah! My daddy was a steel man. He wasn't no 9 to 5, no steel dollars, kept us alive, steel man. Now he's gone, but it's still there, breathing fire and polluting the air. The clock ticks down and the shift change. The steel men continue to turn the page. Oh yeah! My daddy was a steel man. He wasn't no 95 those steel dollars kept us alive, still mad. It wasn't no 95 those steel dollars kept us alive, still mad. Well, it wasn't no 95 those steel dollars kept us alive, still mad. But Daddy was a steel man. But Daddy was a steel man. My daddy was a steel man. There you go. Thank you.
I get to babysit the board recording. That's always fun, eh? My daddy was an electrician. Doesn't have the same rhyme to it. Sorry, man. My daddy's an industrial electrician. No, that sucks.
Yeah, but the
I'll put that in the maybe pile. All right, that's for album number 53.
How about my daddy was a live wire? That'll be $5.
Rick. All right, let's see. All right, well, so many years ago, I was working on an album called The Place of Our Own. Yeah, we're going back real far. And this was a bit of a concept album. It was kind of a thought exercise for me, trying to figure out, where I wanted to go next in my life. But I tried to tackle it from a lot of different perspectives. And one of my favorite movies at the time was 1968 classic, The Producers. Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, is it really?
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's brilliant, right? No, we're not doing Springtime for Hitler. I'm sorry. I've got to wait till he stops in case this makes the album. Honey, you can't have that. If you play the record backwards, it sounds like he's saying that when you play it forwards, actually. That's one of my favorite scenes in that movie is when Leo Bloom, the accountant, right, played by Gene Wilder. That's right, because he also played in Silver Streak, one of my other favorite movies. But Gene Wilder's portraying this stocky little, he was an accountant named Leo Bloom, and he's sitting in this room, and they're trying to figure out basically how they're going to scam people, right? This is kind of where they end up, right? Because his whole thing is, I am so sick and tired every single day of sitting down counting other people's money. When do I get my share? When is Leo's share? And I thought, well, wouldn't that be a fun little thing to spin off into a song? From the perspective of almost like a lover on the outside looking in, going, well, oh man, this is BS, man. When am I going to get my share? So that is where this song came from. I did not think this song was, first of all, going to be serious. Second of all, be one of the songs I am best known for. Thanks, world. In fact, I was so sure that it was destined to just fall onto the wayside that I gave it an absolutely obnoxious title. This potato may be used as a flotation device. And the din we got wind of it, and yeah, right? Evidently it was, so we shortened the name to Potato.
Is potato.
Yeah, is potato. It's just potato. It's just good little potato. So anyway, this is Potato. See, I was having a conversation with Dad many years ago. He was like, man, son, you gotta play that Potato song, man. It's like, I got a fever, and the only cure is more potato. Yeah, so there you go. This is a song that I never thought anybody would give a crap about. And the fact that you all do, or will, maybe, I'm awful presumptuous, but it's going to say a lot more about you than it does about me. Sometimes I feel like the old room. I'm always meddling in other people's affairs. Sitting around looking around in a dim living room, wondering when I'm gonna get my share. And I know it seems rather unconventional, and what I'm doing is highly right. But I'm tired and lonely around the confused, and if they call him, I just want you tonight. I should've known better, when I saw your face. I should've known better, that I wouldn't be stuck in this place. I should've known better, wouldn't it be nice? Perhaps I could use this, I could use a sassy device. Might you call me a fool from there and throw it all away? You always plan for a suitable alternate, so you have some really nice day. And I know I seem rather dependent, but perhaps that's just my play. Cause I'm drunk and I'm lonely and I'm rather confused, and if they call him, I just want you tonight. And I should've known better, when I saw your face. I should've known better, that I wouldn't be stuck in this place. I should've known better, wouldn't it be nice? But perhaps I could use this, I could use this as advice. Should've known better, that I wouldn't be stuck in this place. I should've known better, wouldn't it be nice? If perhaps I could use this, I could use a sassy device. I could use a sassy device. Use a sassy device. Clap said a lot more about you. Potatoes are very versatile though. They're very good. You just about do anything with them and they're going to be okay. So, I don't know. Maybe we should have seen that one coming. Let's do it. It's actually fun. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know if you had anything else to go. Oh, no, not at all.
Okay. We just noticed the time, it's after 10, so we figured we won't trap you up here any longer. How's that?
Explains why it's so damn tired up here.
Anyways, this is the sing-along part of the show. So you have to sing along. It helps if you drink.
Among other things.
Yes. If you want to join in, Mike, it's a 145 in the key A. You can't beat it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Anyways, this is a song I wrote. And then Mike said, he says, we got to make this the closer for the show. And I said, well, it usually is at my show, so here you go. This is a song I wrote during COVID. And I wrote it just around in the first year of COVID. I finally got around to recording it. And it is out now on, like I said, all your favorite streaming services. Bandcamp is a great place to buy musicians' music, by the way, and play it because we get better deals there. We don't get 0.43 cents, 0.0043 cents per play or something like that. Just to give you an idea how great the music business is, I have 10 singles out in over 2 years. I have $6.57 in royalties.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, the world is mine.
Better than me.
Oh, really?
I was getting like 14-cent checks. It's unreal.
Oh, I don't even get checks.
And they mailed me a check. It's like, it costs you more to make this than you're paying me.
Where are you going now? I thought you were playing along.
Hey, let's see if anybody else signed a card there, and we can do our giveaway.
Oh, right, we better do that first. Let's do it first. Let's do that first.
Well, I'll tell you what. If anybody has not yet signed a card and you want in on the draw, there's a little paper, or sorry, a little table right there. You got little cards. You go write your name on there, and we'll be checking to see if you wrote your name twice. And then after we're done this, we'll grab them and we'll do a little draw at random, and we will see who's going away with the door prize. The door prize again, for those of you who are unaware. Brian, what do you got there?
I got a t-shirt. It's one of a kind.
It means you made one.
I made one. Oh, yeah, and I figured, well, I might as well get them out there. There's a poster. I did design that poster myself. I know it's got my face on it, but that allows you to put anything else in there that you'd like. Stick it on top or cut a hole in it, and you know, whatever the case may be. And there is, of course, a CD there too. So there you go. So if you're all set up and have your entries in, we're going to do this first then, Mike?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mike said, let's do this song first. There we go. Anyways, like I said, wrote it the first year of COVID. And with the legalization of marijuana being about a year or two old, this came up. And basically, hey, if you're having a really crappy day, I got 3 things for you that'll help you out. Wine, whiskey, and weed. And it goes something like this. Looks like we heard. There we go. I can't stand the boss breathing down my neck. A dog jumped in front of my car, causing me to wreck. I got home, I found a note on the door. She told me I don't live here no more, but I said wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Oh, wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. It gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. So far you got the chorus. That's it. That's really it. So you're going to have your time. A black cat crossed my path, hexed my mojo bed. The fling that I had last month told me I was the dad. Walking home, I stepped on a crack, found my mama with a broken back. But I said wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Oh, 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 oh. Wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. All right, well normally I play a harmonica here, but I won't put you through that. All right, I got another verse. We're going to sing the chorus, and then I'm going to let you guys go. And on the last chorus, we're all going to maybe make some noise with our hands and clap along. Maybe it's real simple to do. And actually, if you want, there you go. You got some noise. Make the noise, man. This is like dance like you know nobody's watching. And this is just, the last verse is a piece of advice. If you find your luck Starting to turn bad. Take a page from my book. Don't let it make you sad. Go to the store, get the things that you need. You'll be fine, and then you'll sing it with me. And I said, wine, whiskey, and weed. There we go, louder the better. That is all I need. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. Whoa. All right, we're gonna do it again, but this time a cappella, or as my wife calls it, a crapola. All right, so we're gonna do it all together. I'll start then. Wine, whiskey, and weed. There you go. That is all I need. Oh, 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 oh. Wine, whiskey, and weed. Oh, the harmonies. That is all I need. It gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. One more time. Wine, whiskey, and weed. Little stomp a tongue. That is all I need. Oh, 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 oh. Wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. All right, folks, well, we want to say thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to Mike Haggith for doing this with me. We just had a great time. And you folks are very special for spending your hard-earned money to come here and see us. There you go. And it's all great fun. We'll do one more and then we'll say goodnight. But thank you all. We much appreciate it. Like I said, support the local little guys. If they're playing their original music, buy their stuff. Share their posts. Spread the word about them. There you go. He's getting fancy now. Last one. Everything's a jazz chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Oh, oh, oh. Wine, whiskey, and weed. That is all I need. Gets me through it, not much to it. Wine, whiskey, and weed. There it is, gang. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for coming out. You guys are all very beautiful people, and we really, really appreciate it. We could not have done this without all of you guys, and we really, 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 really do appreciate it, and it's been so great seeing all of you here. If you want a CD, if you want a poster, if you want any of that, go find us at the table back there. Come say hi, and let us try to talk you into buying some shit.
We'll even post for pictures.
Oh, we will. Now,
Show them your Sears look, honey.
so. Oh, that's nice. I want to buy a watch. I have a watch. Okay. All right, so we are giving away, as mentioned,
The prize package.
a poster, a t-shirt, and a CD from the one, the only legendary Mr. Brian Tremblay.
I
Now,
hope you're a size large, because that's what I ordered.
not me. I'm carrying extra cargo. And then I wanted to get in on the action as well, so I am throwing in a test pressing of my latest album, Bridges. So they're lathe cut albums. So basically what that means is you have to try a few times before you get the tone right. So what you will win is literally one of a kind because it has a little bit too much treble. You'll hear the album, but a little too much treble. There you go. We were dialing it in nice and slow. But you will win that. You can hang it up on your wall. You can listen to it on your turntable. Crank the bass if you do. Enjoy that. Also, if you do not have one of my CDs, I will throw in one of my CDs of your choice. So, let's see if there are any other cards. There are. Brian, how do you feel about doing a little hat draw there?
Shoot it, buddy.
Bam,
Bring
and...
the sweat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All right. Well, it sounds like there's about 9 cards in there, and there's about 17,000 people in the arena. So the engagement is a little to be desired.
Thank God my wife's a chef. She taught me how to do that flippy thing with the hands. That's impressive. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
where's the lovely Tiana?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
hiding again.
She's hiding. She wants to
You're pulling the.
Oh, yeah.
You're pulling the name, huh?
She sounds. Yeah.
I mean, his glue's in here because we all know he's my
The
favorite.
winner is.
Who's the winner?
Kathy Lemieux.
Kathy Kathy, there you go. Thank you. Excellent.
Report down.
There you go.
I will grab the LP.
Okay.
And do you have CDs, or would you like a CD? You would like a CD? All right. I will grab you one. Dealer's choice. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you pick which one you want. How's that? Yeah, you head over with me. All right. Tiana, you want to give me one more? Mike, we're doing the album now, the vinyl?
What's that?
We're doing the vinyl now?
Well, I've got 2 test pressings, so if we want to give one more away, I'm cool with that.
I thought that's what you're going to do.
Well, I was going to throw them in with this one, but we can
Well,
also
just
give
do a
away a
second.
second one.
It's up to you. Spread the wealth. Spread the wealth. Okay. Tiana reaches in, and the vinyl winner.
You'll get used to it.
Mary Moore.
Mary!
Very good.
There you go, Mary.
I sat in the wrong row, obviously.
Woohoo!
There we go. You still get Mary won the plastic.
So,
There you go. See, I got the album and I don't even have the album. There's too much treble. There you go. Right on. All right.
There.
There we go. All right.
All right, folks, thank you again.
Very cool. We're getting ready for Brian, because he got to tell you how great I am, and I didn't get to tell you how great he is, but he's absolutely phenomenal. Very, very diverse storytelling, and I really love the style and just the images that you paint with your words. So awesome stuff. We're so happy that all of you came. So thank you, and try not to crowd the door on your rush out of here. They have just been unlocked for the first time in 4 hours. The lights are on.
Turn the lights.
All right, it's the race is on, baby. Well, thank you, YouTube. Here's one last gut shot for you, and we will see y'all next time. Oh yeah, I am sure I want to stop streaming. There we go.